From mountain peaks to ocean depths, climate change continued its advance in 2022. The relentless advance of climate change brought more droughts, flooding and heat waves to communities around the world. This is according to the annual report from the World Meteorological Organization. The report, titled The State of the Global Climate 2022, released by the United Nations, has revealed that in the past few years, temperatures in Europe have increased sharply, causing some 15,000 heat wave-related deaths in 2022. In some areas, extreme heat was coupled with exceptionally dry conditions. The report further states the years between 2015 and 2022 were the warmest on record, despite 3 consecutive years of a cooling La Nina. Even in China, the country had its most extensive and long-lasting heat wave since national records began, extending from mid-June to the end of August, resulting in the hottest summer on record by a margin of more than 0.5 degrees Celsius. And as the mean temperature of the world was increasing, according to the report, global sea levels rose twice as quickly as they did 2 decades ago. As a result of the massive melting of the world's glaciers, this is a cause of concern as rising sea levels threaten some coastal cities and the very existence of low-lying states. The annual report also stated last June and July, sea ice in Antarctica receded to record lows, and the melting of some European glaciers was off the charts. Between October 2021 and October 2022, the average thickness of the world's reference glaciers, those for which long-term measurements are available, decreased by more than 1.3 meters, a loss far greater than the average over the previous 10 years. And since 1970, there has been a total loss of about 30 meters of thickness due to a combination of insufficient winter snow, a Saharan dust invasion in March 2022, and heat waves between May and early September. The Alps broke records for glacier melt in Europe. Meanwhile, rainfall has been below average in 5 consecutive wet seasons, the longest such sequence in 40 years. In the African continent, drought has gripped East Africa. As of January this year, it was estimated that over 20 million people faced acute food insecurity across the region due to the lack of availability of water. In Somalia, almost 1.2 million people became internally displaced by the catastrophic impact of drought on pastoral and farming livelihoods. But record-breaking rain in July and August led to extensive flooding in Pakistan. The record-breaking rainfall left huge swathes of the country underwater. There were over 1,700 deaths, 33 million people affected, while almost 8 million people were displaced. The flooding in Pakistan led to the total damage and economic losses assessed at $30 billion. As the world faces the consequences of climate change, climate scientists have warned that the world could breach a new average temperature record in 2023 or 2024, fueled by climate change and the anticipated return of warming El Niño conditions. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.